everyone, today we are going to start with how to create a table in HTML, that is table tag in HTML. Let's get started. Table in HTML will present a data in a tabular format, that is the information is present in a two-dimensional table which will contain rows and columns of cell. Cell is nothing but it will contain the actual data. Right? So the table tag contains some another tag inside it that will define the structure of your table. So which are the tags that will be nested inside your main table tag? So here we are having a table tag which will be the parent tag which will be used to create the HTML table. Inside that we are going to use a tr tag that will be used to create the table row, and inside the tr tag we are going to use either th tag or td tag. Th tag is used to create the table heading and td tag is used to create a table cell. We will see the difference between th tag and td tag later on. Now, which are the attributes of table tag? Table tag have listed below attribute. First is align. Align will have a value left, center and right. You can align the table to the, by default it is a left, you can align it to the center and right. Second is border. Border attribute is used to specify the border width. By default value is 0, it means that no border. If you want to apply a border, then you can use a value 1. Now the next is bg color. Bg color attribute is used to specify the background color of your table. If you want to set red color as a background of your table, then you are going to use bg color, and inside that we are going to specify the value red. So red color is applied as a background to the table. Next is cell padding. Cell padding will use to specify the space between the cell border and their content. We are having the cell, inside the cell we are having the content. So the space between the content and the border of your cell is going to be specified with the help of cell padding. Next is cell spacing. Cell spacing is used to specify the space between the cells. And last one is height and width. Height and width of the table can be set with the help of attribute width and height. These all are the common or general attribute that will be applied to your tr as well as the td. Next tag is tr tag. The HTML tr element tag define a row in a HTML table. If you want to create the row in your table, then that row is created with the help of tr tag. A tr element contain one or more th or td element. What tr will contain? Tr will contain either th or td. Which are the attributes of tr tag? Tr tag have a 3 attribute. Align, it will have a value left, center, right. It will have a attribute v-align. V-align is used to vertical alignment of your content, that is top, middle, bottom. And next one is bg color, that it will be used to specify the background color of your row. Now align and bg color, these two attribute also there as a general attribute of table tag. So when this attribute is applied to a table tag, it will be applied to all the tr. Now if you want to change the alignment and the bg color of the specific row, then we are going to use this attribute to the specific tr. Now next tag is td tag. The td tag define the standard data cell in the HTML table. You can say it will be used to create a table cell. Inside that we are going to store a data. We are going to display a data. So HTML table has a two kind of cell. It will have a header cell, it will have a data cell. What header cell will contain? It contains the header information that is created with the help of th element. Right? So we have already seen that tr contain either th or td. Now what is the difference between th and td? The text in a TD element are regular and left aligned by default. Its font size is regular, it is left aligned by default. And in TH, the elements are bold, that is your text are bold, and it is center aligned by default. Suppose you want to create a table to store the students data. So what kind of information you want to store? Say example, enrollment number, name of the students and semester. So enrollment number, name of the students and semester is your table header. That is your header cell, right? So if you write that three text inside the th tag or with the help of th element, then that text are come with the bold and it will be centered aligned by default, right? So regular data that is going to be displayed with the help of td tag, and your header cell, heading of your columns is going to be displayed with the help of th tag. Now we will see the attributes of td tag. The td tag attribute are align, same as your table and tr, v-align and bg color. These three are same. If you want to align vertically or horizontally and you want to set the background color specific to your individual's TD, then we are going to use this attribute to that particular TD. Now next two additional attribute is row span and col span, that is used to create the irregular table that we will see later on. First we will see the basic table structure. So we are going to write the basic HTML tag. We are going to write the head tag inside. We are going to close the head tag. We are going to open the body tag and we are going to close the body tag. So we have created the basic HTML structure. We are going to give a title to this page, that your table demo. Okay, we are going to close the title tag, and inside the body we are going to start writing our table tag. So first we are going to give a heading, table, or we are going to write like students information. Okay, and we are going to close the h1. Now we are going to use table tag to create a table, right? Now we are going to close the table tag. Now inside this we are going to use a tr tag, okay, to create a row, and one th tag to create the heading. Okay, I am going to write afterward. Just I am creating the empty structure to explain you. So this is how we are going to use the nesting of tag to create the table tag. First we are having the table tag, inside that we are having the tr tag. This block can be repeat as many times as many number of row you will require, right? And inside the tr tag we are having either ts tag or td tag. This tag also can be repeat as many times as many cell you want in your table. Okay, so nothing, this tr is nothing but your row and th or td is nothing but your column. Okay, so how many row you will require, that many time we are going to repeat this particular tr tag, and inside this tr how many column you will require, we are going to write as many times this th or td. Okay, now the attribute of table tag is, first we will see the output of this. First I am going to write, say, enrollment number. Okay, we are going to save this file. I'm going to save this file in a D drive HTML folder. I'm going to write like table, okay, and I'm going to choose the extension HTML. I'm going to save this file, and again we are going to launch in Chrome. So you can see that here you will see the H1 student information, and here you will see only enrollment number. This is the text that we have written over here in TH. It will be only showing that text. You will not showing any border, because till now we have not specified any border to the table. So first we are going to specify a border is equal to 1. Okay, so now you will see this table. This is the table. This is the table. It will have only one row and one cell inside it. So this is how it will be look like. Now we are going to add one more cell as an required. Okay, so we are going to repeat this TH. Say first we are going to the name of the students, and then we are going to write college name. Okay, now we are going to save, and again we are going to refresh. So you can see that this table will contain one row and 3 cells. First cell contain enrollment number, second cell contain name, and third cell contain college name. So here you can see we are having a 1 TR, inside that we are having a 3 TH. So the TH will have the text with the bold and center align. Okay, now I'm going to create one more row to enter the data. So we are going to again create the TR. We are going to close the TR. Inside the TR we are going to create now TD. Enrollment number is example 1. I'm going to close the TD. Again second TD is for your name, that is say ABC. I'm again going to close the cell. Okay, and again I'm going to create the third TD that will contain the student's college name, that is DSTC. I'm going to close the TD. Okay, I'm going to save the file, and again we are going to refresh the file. So you can see that now our table will contain a 2 row. This is your first row and this is your second row. Okay, so first row contain the TH, that is your header cell, enrollment number, name, and college, while your second row, this row will contain the TD. It will contain enrollment number 1, name ABC, college name DSTC. So you can see that this is a left align and it is a regular. It is not come in a bold. Font style is regular, where with the TH the font size is bold and alignment is center. So this is the difference between TH and TD. Generally TD is used to represent the data and TH is used to apply a heading. Okay, so this is what we have created. We have created the 2 row, and inside each row we are having a 3 cell, 3 heading cell and 3 your regular cell to contain the data. Now similarly we can create a more row by just copy and paste this code. Okay, now we are going to save this, and again we are going to refresh this. So you can see the numbers of row is going to be increased. Now we will see another attribute, that is align. If I am going to use the attribute align to the center, and this attribute align will use in the table, so what happen? It will align my table to the center. Okay, now by default you can see that this text is in left side. So if you want all this data 1, ABC and DSTC to the center align, TR attribute, we are going to use align with the value center. Okay, now we are going to save and run. You can see that text is aligned to the center. If you want the same thing in the rest of TR as well. Then we are going to copy this and we are going to paste to remaining TR as well. Okay, we are going to save the code and we are going to execute. So you can see that all the tags are aligned center. Now if you want to set the background color of your table, then we are going to use bg color is equal to, say example, red, and we are going to save and we are going to execute the code. You can see over here that background color red is set to this particular table. Now if you want different color is set to different rows, then we are going to use bg color to this TR. Say first TR we are going to have a red, second TR we are going to have a green, okay. To this third TR we are going to have, say, yellow, and to this last TR we are going to have, say, gray, okay, and we are going to execute the code. So you can see that the different row will have a different color. Similarly, you can align the different color to this specific TD as well by specifying this BG color to the individual TD. Okay, so I'm going to give this BG color, 3 different BG color with a different value, say green, pink and black. Okay, now we are going to execute the code. So you can see that this second row with 3 different TD will have a different color. First will have a green, second will have a pink and third will have a black. Okay, so you can assign the different background color to the individual cell, to the different rows as well as to the whole table. Now we will see how to create the irregular table. So suppose this is the regular table. To this table, if you want to convert into this format, then how to create or how to convert? So for that we are going to use a row span and col span. Row span is used to merge the row and col span is used to merge the cell or the column. I'm going to explain you with this example only. I'm going to create this table with the 9 cell, and after that we are going to create this structure, okay, where this cell 2 and cell 3 are merged and here cell 4 and cell 7 are merged. Okay, so we'll get this irregular table structure. So let's get started. I'm going to change this table border equal to 1. Okay, inside that I'm going to create TR. I'm going to create how many TR? I'm going to create 3 TR. You can see over here 1, 2, 3 row are there, 1, 2, 3 row are there. Okay, and similarly we will have a 3 column. Okay, so in each row we are having 3 cell. So in each row we are going to create a 3 TD. Now first we are going to use cell 1, then we are going to use cell 2 and cell 3. Okay, we are going to save this. We can see, okay, 1 cell 1 cell 2. Now we are going to repeat this. Okay, here is cell 4, cell 5, cell 7, cell 8 and cell 9. right? So we have created the structure. Now we will see the output. We are going to save the code and we are going to execute in the browser. So here we have created the stream structure, right? You can specify the width of the table, say example 150 px, or height of the table as well, say 250 px. We are going to save the code and again we are going to execute. Okay, you can increase the width, you can give the width in percentage as well, so I am going to give 50%, right? So this is what the structure is. It is same as in your PPT, right? You can see over here. Now we will create the irregular structure. Now here in this structure we need to merge this two cell 2 and cell 3, and here we need to merge cell 4 and cell 7, right? So here we are going, here we need to merge the first cell of your second row and first cell of your third row. Okay, so we are going to merge this two row, first cell of your second and third row. Similarly over here we need to merge cell 2 and cell 3 of your first row. Okay, two different cell of same row is going to be merged, then it is called the call span, and cell of different row if merged, then it is called the row span. Now to create this structure we are going to use a row span and call span property. So where we are going to write, first you need to merge this cell 2 with cell 3. Okay, so we are going to write in cell 2. Okay, so in cell 2 we are going to write, we need to merge the column, so we are going to use call span. Call span is equal to 2. How many cell you need to merge? 2 cell. Okay, so we are going to write 2 and we are going to save. Now I am not removing any cell, I am just explaining how actually it will look like. Okay, so we are going to save and we are going to execute. Now you can see that this cell is already merged, but this cell we have not removed. Okay, so first we need to remove this. So we are going to remove this cell TD. Okay, and we are going to save. Again we are going to execute. So now our structure is perfect. Now similarly we are going to merge the row cell 4 and cell 7. So we are going to write in cell 4. So we are going to write row span is equal to 2. Okay, now we can see that yes, it is merged, but I need to remove this cell 9. Okay, so because this cell is already, this cell 7 is already merged with cell 4, so I need to remove merged cell from that particular next row. Okay, so I need to remove this cell. Now we will see the output. Now this is what the structure is, right? So row span is used to merge the rows and call span is used to merge the columns. So this is how we are going to create the different irregular structure with the help of row span and call span, and this is the attribute that will be applied to your TD. This is attribute only for the specific TD tag. Okay, we cannot apply this tag, attribute to your TR and table. Okay, so this is what about the HTML table is. Thank you for watching the video.